The Blackrock College starting 15 shows one change from the quarter-final win over Cistercian College. Charlie Woodcock returns to the number 13 shirt, having missed the quarter-final through injury. Derry Maloney moves back to the wing. Johnny O'Sullivan is among the replacements. It's the same team that lined out against the High School at Ollie Campbell Park in round one. As I said, Jack Angelo captains the side from number 8. Niall Smith, the Rock tighthead, scored 2 second-half tries against Ross Gray. Jack O'Neill was also among the tries. St Mary's dispatched CBC Monkstown with a powerful 9-try display here 2 weeks ago. The Rathmine School boast a handful of players coming into what is a third consecutive Senior Cup knockout game. Evan Moynihan, the talismanic captain among those. He and his midfield partner Zach Hopkins will be crucial if Mary's are to reach a final for the first time in 16 years. Robbie Jenkinson is the man in charge, squinting against the bright sunlight at Energia Park in Donnybrook, and let's hope that conditions dictate that we have a good contest. It will be Conor O'Shaughnessy, the Blackrock College number 10, to get us underway from the sunshine of the centre of the field into the shadow of the stand on this near side, and those early nerves potentially contributing to a handling error on the St Mary's side, and a line break straight away for Charlie Maloney. 18 seconds. And Blackrock College have done exactly what St Mary's did in the quarter-final. They've scored within 20 seconds, almost straight from the kickoff. A brilliant finish, a scything run, and Charlie Maloney gets Rock off to the perfect start.
Look, we know Charlie Maloney's a beautiful balance runner, but what a dream start for Blackrock. They kicked the ball off to Aaron O'Brien, the big St Mary's back row, but just when they're trying to play another phase, ball is knocked on, and from there they just don't get the defensive shape set up. You just see here the over chase. No one back on the inside, and Maloney's not going to need a second invitation. The vice captain, dream start for Blackrock, will settle any nerves.
Out of the blocks at a rate of knots. And it's the full complement of 7 points. The assured boot of Conor O'Shaughnessy.
Yeah, and as you said, St Mary's obviously scored from the kickoff in the last round. It was a brilliant try from Jack Halpin, the left winger, but now they've gone 7 behind. They just got to test themselves, stay composed, just build their way into this game. Oh, what a dream debut for the match for Blackrock.
Incredible that we've seen 2 tries in the last couple of weeks scored within the opening 20 seconds. 18 seconds by my watch, just a few seconds slower than the previous one, but really important next couple of minutes just even to get their hands on the ball here for St Mary's. No need to panic, of course, just yet, and they have the arsenal and the experienced players. I mentioned Zach Hopkins pre-game, back for a 3rd season at this level, having lost a couple of big games to Gonzaga in the last 2 years, a quarter-final 12 months ago, a semi-final in 22, and an opportunity here.
Yeah, that's good by Mary. She's got that restart back and trying to build a few phases, some big hits from Blackrock, and they get a little bit over enthusiastic on that counter hook. And the goal kicking hooker will have a shot. He kicked brilliantly, Killian Jacobs, in the last round, and it's quite a long way out, but there's no significant wind this afternoon. He certainly had the distance based on what we've seen so far in this cup.
Well, perhaps wisely, just getting the heart rate down to something more reasonable before he places the ball on the kicking seat, settling those early nerves, and as you say, well within his compass. He is a metronomic goal kicker. Really impressed with him off the tee the last day. He caught plenty of it. That's a brilliant strike.
Yeah, and he's got way more distance in him, hasn't he? You fancy it from the halfway line. How easy he cleared the post there, and that's brilliant. Just settle in straight away. Neither team had to really work too hard for the scores, but it doesn't matter. It's about getting through this semi-final stage. It'll be interesting if St Mary's go a little simpler on the kickoff and they can catch a great take from big number 6, David Leanne.
Brilliant take, really assured take. He had a super game against CBC Monkstown, scored 2 tries.
Play the ball. Take him back.
And really important for Killian Jacobs just to get that scoreboard ticking and eat into that 7-point arrears as early as possible. Don't want to play catch-up rugby against this strong Blackrock side. Big strong carry by Brian O'Flaherty, constant menace. Counter-attacking back 3 for Blackrock as they put the balls fluidly through the hands. That was a big contact in midfield which forced the pass, and then it goes from Pollard out to Derry Maloney, back on that right wing today, having played at second centre in the quarter-final. But Charlie Woodcock fit to take his place in midfield. Lindner. It's been a very strong start for Blackrock, and there's holes in that St Mary's rearguard. Numbers to the left-hand side. They go to O'Flaherty. Moynihan goes in to try and disrupt and make the tackle. And
yeah, some lovely scramble defence in Mary's. Blackrock shown way more intent to play the start of this game than they have in previous games. They have been very power focused, but looking to get that ball to wit. And why wouldn't you when you've got likes of Derek Maloney and Brian O'Flaherty on the wings? But that time it was Charlie Woodcock who made the line break. Really good link play, showed lots of patience to get outside and in between the St Mary's defence. But once they got through there, just didn't get support there in time, and St Mary's are going to make the fight for every opportunity. You see it here, just a lovely little dummy switch pull, and then decoy runner, and then he's just coming back. He's got the pace to get on the outside and links with his left wing, but that's that scramble defence. And again, it's that man, Evan Moynihan. You know, we know how good he is ball in hand, but just big defensive effort from him.
He's going to be so important all afternoon for the chances of St Mary's College. Evan Moynihan try in the quarter-final. He is brilliant with ball in hand. He's also a really assured kicker. 2 tries in the opening round against Wesley when St Mary's won comprehensively, 39 points to 10 in the end. 15 tries in 2 games, 98 points in the opening couple of rounds.
All right. Mouse.
And he links so well with Hopkins outside him.
Good.
Josh Kelly has been patched up and ready to go again. It's going to be fast and frenetic. It's going to be hugely physical. And we've already seen the intent from both sides to run the ball wide as and when the opportunity arises. So it's also going to be a good contest at set piece time, and that's one against the throw. Blackrock have pinched it.
Yeah, great contest with Tommy Butler. Read that really well, just got up in the air, but it's a big hit.
Huge defensive line speed brought there by a combination of Liam Flaherty and Max Egan. The kick chase is on and funneling all the way back there is Christopher Maguire. He's got to be quick. Yeah, he's done well.
Yeah, just Mary's hadn't readjusted their backfield. Obviously it was their throws, so they were set up to attack, and Blackrock looking just probe, find that space in behind, but the right winger Christian Maguire gets back and does a really good job of that exit. But this time it's Blackrock's throw, which has been really solid so far in this tournament.
All the way over the top, and it breaks instead for O'Shaughnessy. He's immediately tackled, and tackled hard by Killian Jacobs. Donncha Maguire, excellent game against Ross Cray a couple of weeks ago. He was all over the pitch, and there's that intent again to go wide early. They know they've got the pace and the power outside the likes of Derry Maloney, and it goes to Jack O'Neill. Quick ball required from Lindner, and he gets it away to Niall Smith. He was so dynamic and destructive. 2 tries against Ross Cray for the tight head prop, and here they go again, stretching for the line. Pollard, has he got there? If he hasn't, he's only inches short. They reload again and go inside to Tommy Butler. Relentless pressure for Blackrock. Paddy Moore. Mary's repelled the danger, but for how long? So many big options in there. I mentioned the likes of Maguire and Smith and Charlie Maloney already with his name on the score sheet, sniffing on a second try. Back with the scrum half, Lindner. Mary's have done well to force Blackrock back to 5 or 6 metres. They'll need to keep this defensive effort, keep that cohesion. and their spacing correct, and also be alive to the threat that they might go wide and have numbers out there. Brilliant hands and a brilliant finish, and in goes Derry Maloney, and Blackrock have scored 2 tries in 8 minutes.
Really patient build-up, because St Mary's, in fairness, they roll up their sleeves and they're meeting them head-on in those battles around the gain line, just around the ruck. But again here, love the way Blackrock are showing that ambition to get the ball to wide. Once they realise they shorten that line, just a ball out the back, a taxi pass, and then a great bridge pass over the top. And yeah, the right winger gets in, but as a back line, that's just really slick. Outside centre, Charlie Woodcock, who made a break earlier on, he just catches past there and puts Derry Maloney over.
Well, there's no other way to put it. It's been an onslaught from Blackrock in the opening 9 minutes. Don't come much more difficult than this. And it's the smallest of margins that denies Conor O'Shaughnessy. Brilliant effort.
Yeah, I've been really impressed the way Blackrock have trusted themselves to get around that blitz defence that St Mary's are throwing at him, particularly from the left-hand side. Jack Halpin is coming in to try and shut it down, but they're able to go over the top of him and get into a little bit of space down the right-hand side, and that's just stretching that Mary's defence a little bit wider than they want to be.
A blistering start to the game from last season's beaten finalists. Taken in at the second attempt by lock forward Tommy Butler.
Wait! 5! Thank you, yeah.
That's a great kick from O'Shaughnessy, really is.
Yeah, it's a brilliant exit, and obviously having got a little bit of change out of the Mary's line at the first time, they won't mind kicking it off and just looking to put pressure on. Very good defensive line out with Tommy Butler and Donncha Maguire moving up and down the line, just trying to get into that eye line, that space of Killian Jacobs' throw. We've got a great angle here, just straight down the middle from the camera.
Good throw, and David Lean takes it, not entirely cleanly, but enough to get it back on the Mary side, and that's crucial.
No, 7, no loss.
Aaron O'Brien will be crucial to Mary's chances all afternoon. He'll carry a huge amount of ball and be saddled with the burden of getting gain line time and again. Niall Smith over the ball, sniffing out a turnover. A little bit of confusion as Jacobs and Ewing both went for the same ball.
Use it!
So Andrew Strong, box kicking from his own 10-metre line. Time and space for Maloney. No let up on the collisions. That's good work from Max Egan. Quickly off the line, time and again.
Use it!
Ball in hand, shaped to kick. Instead, asked his forwards to do some more work and may just... How many have we got? 4 bodies in there. All the way back for Albert Lindner into that 5-metre channel. Josh Kelly, talented, balanced runner, steps off both feet.
Knock-on advantage. Stop forward.
Knock-on advantage for St Mary's.
Slot forward and turn out.
Yeah, knock-on advantage, but Blackrock are making a mess of the St Mary's breakdown. They're not turning over that many balls, just slowing down. This comes from the box kick here. The Caterpillar. And from there, the kick chase is good, and just don't let Mary's really get in the front foot. It's a good tackle there. Just see over the ball. His times is running, knocks it on eventually, but Mary just need to be so much better at just clearing that threat away, because if they have slow ball, they don't really have the physical size, bar the likes of Aaron O'Brien and Zach Hopkins, Evan Moynihan to match this Mary's team, or Blackrock team. They need to be able to keep the ball moving quick and run soft shoulders.
Well, they come here, as I said, confident and indeed hopeful, perhaps even expectant of carrying a big challenge to Blackrock. They were excellent against CBC Monkstown, but it's a whole different contest this afternoon. with respect to the quarter-final opponents. They were well beaten, put to the sword, 9 tries in the end, 59-12. Mary's came through that one. Were out of sight by half-time, even before that.
Let's take him back.
Now, what can they manufacture out the back here? To the boot they go. The 2 players in the backfield, and look at the ferocity of that hit from Evan Moynihan. Covered the groin brilliantly and absolutely laid down a marker. But here they go again, Blackrock ball in hand. They're looking so dangerous. Angelo, the captain, leading the charge. Lindner, quick ball required, and can they get it to wide? Pollard was swallowed up. It's been a frenetic opening 13.5 minutes here. Tommy Butler now.
Some brilliant defence there from Aaron O'Brien, because Jack Angelo, the representative player in the same position as the 2-8s, going after each other, but Aaron O'Brien gets back, and from there, look how quickly St. Mary's got back to get the defensive line set, and then we're able to get after that breakdown. Huge hit from Moynihan, catching Blackrock in the backfield. They try to counter ruck, but because they put so many bodies into the ruck, they were a little bit short on the right-hand side, and nice counter-attack play from Blackrock. You see it here, huge hit. So Mary's trying to pile into that, and then they just don't have enough bodies here. And a lovely little support play and connection there between Jack Angelo and his big second row. Gets away down the left-hand side.
Well, as we said, the conditions are favourable for this type of rugby. And certainly Blackrock have come to play in the opening 14.5 minutes. Another brilliant carry by Jack Angelo, the captain. One of 3 players in the Blackrock forward pack that played last season's final against Gonzaga. Plenty of experience. Mark Walsh in the back line too. So Killian Jacobs to deliver. Good take this time.
Middle.
And they play it. Andrew Strong into midfield.
Advantage.
Often the target. Evan Moynihan, the captain. Jacobs. And this time it's Blackrock's turn to come quickly off the line with Butler.
Yeah, it's a big threat, isn't it? Moynihan with Aaron O'Brien outside him there. Certainly would keep the focus of the Blackrock defence, and Blackrock just unfortunately slip up a little bit higher on the tackle. Good line at that time, and just play away from the line. Look at that threat. Great tackle across from the Blackrock 7, Jack O'Neill. Both 7s are phenomenal tacklers. Liam Flaherty's already made 6 or 7 big tackles for St. Mary's. Get through a huge amount of work.
So having won the previous line-out, they're going to have a delivery from Killian Jacobs again. They turned on the option of 3, albeit not straightforward. Come in search of a 5 or 7. 9-point deficit. Huge noise from those Blackrock supporters right behind Killian Jacobs. Now they're off at a rate of knots here with Aaron O'Brien. Penalty advantage.
Yeah, it could be a yellow card because they were flying towards the try line there. Lovely shift drive and really strong refereeing by Jenkinson. Sometimes you see referees here in the game, they don't want to go to a card.
Yeah.
Niall Smith, he knew he had to come in and stop that. Unfortunately for him, it was illegally, and Mary's will go down the line again. Having got a little bit of confidence from how they manipulated that bigger Blackrock pack with that little shift drive. Attack the weak spot in the maul.
Well, we saw it yesterday with Gonzaga coughing up a couple of gilt-edged opportunities in their semi-final against St. Michael's. When you get this close to a final against the quality of opposition that Mary's are facing today, you've got to take your opportunities in the red zone, and this is crucial, you feel, for Mary's in the context of the game. Brilliant take, brilliant delivery towards the tail. And will fortune favour the brave on this occasion?
And that's down by Mary's.
It's a St. Mary's player on the floor, so it's not going to be taken down illegally. Strong gets it out to Moynihan. Quickly there again. Mary's a little bit slower than they would have liked to come around the corner and get lined up again. Blackrock line and weight. Big tackles coming in. Angelo was there and Maguire too. Short, one-eyed stuff, 5 metres out from the line. A ways to go yet. Aaron O'Brien, though, he's so strong. Can they find a way through a chink in the armoury of this Blackrock rear guard? You'll have to be patient and composed. They'll also have to be hugely physical, and they are inching ever closer. Killian Jacobs, he's had a go on his own, and he's got very close. And then he's lost the ball.
Yeah, it's a big momentum swing for Blackrock there. When they've gone down to the Mary's line, they've managed to turn it into points. And obviously with a man in the bin, you would have fancied St. Mary's, but just brilliant defence for Blackrock. They get their spacing right, they get their body position right, and just there, we don't have a great angle of it from here, but the referee was in a great position and just deems that ball just knocked on. But obviously with a tight head prop, now it's in the bin, and there's a scrum. Blackrock have to make the changes and bring on Louis McGee. His grandfather, his great-grandfather was a British and Irish Lion, Louis McGee, and obviously his grandfather was the former IRFU president.
In the field play. No.
So there he is, ready to take his place.
You can scrummage, yeah? Okay,
In a crucial scrum as Blackrock look to get themselves out of a tricky position.
Okay, good to go. Come on.
Super defence right up to that point, and Killian Jacobs not convinced that he'd knocked the ball on. He was Robbie Jenkinson though in a brilliant position to see it.
McGee's only a fourth year, actually was a very important member of their JCT last year. Plays hooker as well. Great experience for someone like him to be getting.
Don't change. Okay, stay here. Okay, let's go. Quick reset.
Very rare in fourth years in Blackrock to play to be part of the SCT squad.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
So Lintner back to O'Shaughnessy. Skewed a little bit off the outside of that right boot, so they're going to be midway inside their own 22 here.
Yeah, so that's a great opportunity for St. Mary's now. Obviously only 7 minutes on the yellow card at schools level, so they'll want to capitalise on this. Niall Smith's such an important part of this Blackrock pack.
Lads. 6.
I suppose from Mary's point of view, we're really pleased the way the line has just settled down now. Really good drill.
Back.
Bit easier throwing over this side of the field. You're not in front of the schoolboys from Blackrock giving you abuse.
Oh, it wasn't perfect in terms of the lift or the timing of the delivery maybe, and Blackrock come through and pinch it. Michael Walsh gets it away to Pollard, bounces the first tackle and makes 4 or 5 metres.
Don't trap him, Ryan. No, you're slowing down, ball. Play it.
Patrick Power's got himself trapped on the wrong side, but he's okay now. Littner goes the aerial route. He's kicked that straight out.
Yeah, I think David Leanne just creeped offside in the big number 6. Seemed to get his communication wrong. He thought the ball was out. You'll just see him here in a second. Just
Time off.
As Albert Littner just brings it to the back, he just arrives there a little bit early.
So that's a bit of a let-off, really. Not the first. Plenty of big collisions and quite a few walking wounded, only 21 minutes in. 15 against 14 for the next couple of minutes or so. Niall Smith still on his feet down below us, ready to return. Jack O'Neill was the player to come off to allow Louis McGee come in.
Mark Walsh just getting a little bit of treatment for a blood injury. Excellent centre. There's some brilliant centres on show here today. Evan Moynihan, Zach Hopkins for St. Mary's, and Walsh and Woodcock.
Okay. Yeah.
2 excellent operators for
6 offside.
For Blackrock. Walsh was part of that team last year. Still has a bit of blood. He might need to get another bit of treatment. Yeah, he hasn't stopped the bleeding.
Palms are a bit patchy, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Blackrock throw from the penalty. Not a huge gain of ground, but straightforward for Pollard to hit Tommy Butler.
That's 1. foot. Yeah, that's okay, that's okay.
Lindner under pressure, gets his kick away. Now Mary's little show and go, and then thumping, raking kick down into the Blackrock 22 as well, covered 2 in the backfield, well positioned and primed potentially for counter-attack with that man Charlie Maloney. Try after 18 seconds of the game, taken on by Butler.
Use it! Back foot, Marys.
Moynihan underneath this one. Brilliant tackle by his opposite number. There's a little demonstration of that quality we have in midfield with Mark Walsh on Moynihan, and it's Mary's now surging upfield with Killian Jacobs. Quickly recycled ball to this near side. Oh, that's a very, very good kick. It bounces a little bit unfortunate. Favourable for Blackrock, but they make the most of it.
Okay, play.
Back in return for Paul Neary.
Wait, Marys, wait. Okay,
swirling infield. Difficult one to take. O'Shaughnessy, he's going to be under pressure now. He needs the cavalry to arrive, and he gets resources there. Donncha Maguire. Taken on this time by Jack O'Neill. Brian O'Flaherty into contact, and they go again with Tommy Butler. Butler and Maguire went through so much work in that second row for Blackrock.
use it! Back foot, Marys. No. Wait.
Neary kicking to his opposite number.
Inside. Wait.
O'Shaughnessy assessing the options and decides to pummel it into touch, and it's a raking big kick beyond halfway.
Yeah, Marys are really looking to take territory, aren't they? A lot of kicking, but in fairness to Blackrock, they've been really secure in that backfield. They haven't added to the scoreline when the tight head prop was in the bin. Niall Smith's now back on. So a little bit disappointed with that. I probably think they maybe should have kept the ball in hand a little bit during that sim binning, and obviously trying to exploit that extra man, but obviously their game plan is around territory. Unfortunately, Blackrock won that kick battle and are now in the St. Mary's half, but that's a great line-out throw. Oh, just unlucky for them. That's 2 line-outs now where the delivery hasn't been of the level that they want, and that's how Liam Flaherty just drops that ball as he's trying to play a little breakout play.
It's disappointing. It's an easy into the game for Blackrock.
Good. That's come. No, back, we're back. Crouch! Boys! Lads, 10 seconds. Okay, yeah. So you just step to the left just a bit more.
Noel Smith back into the fray, up against Gregory Ewing on that loose head side of the St. Mary's College front row this afternoon. James Malloy, the Rathmines tight head, taking on Paddy Moore.
That's fine. Shoulders out, lads. Crouch!
James Malloy's predecessor in the tight head jersey for St. Mary's College last year, Andrew Sparrow, was the senior cup captain. Super player.
Hold rock!
So Lindner now to fire this Blackrock backline, and again there's that floated pass over the top, releasing into space. Derry Maloney, who's looked super sharp. You can see why they want to play to width as often as possible. The array of strike runners they have. Taken in by Tommy Butler. Lindner once more, this time to Michael Walsh. Back it goes to the captain Angelo. Ball's a little bit loose. Lindner did well. Smith too, and Charlie Woodcock keen to impress, having missed the quarter-final game through injury, but reinstated back into the midfield.
Back. Play.
O'Shaughnessy now, a little half step, almost getting away from one, and who stuck to the task and scragged his man, and then Smith takes a slightly more direct approach.
Don't play him!
Well tackled by Malloy. 2 powerful players coming together. 27th minute of the game. It's flown by in this first half. Yeah, it's really good speed again by Hopkins, up quickly.
Ball's there.
Blackrock retained possession, if only just had to really work for that on the floor. And there's a demonstration of that power again. Brilliant tackle. Max Egan leading the charge.
Yeah, you'd imagine Blackrock will go to the kicking game now. They're starting to lose collisions. Just trying. Yeah, they're going back to little box kick here from Albert Linder. Really good defence from Michaels. They forced Blackrock to kick, and now they get a chance to maybe play. No, they've gone back down the field again. Good long kick. Has the kick chase line. Maloney's a danger man.
Talented player, Josh Kelly. It's good cover. Good positioning. Halpin so dangerous.
Didn't lock on, and that's what Blackrock are hoping for, Marys are hoping for in those kick battles, just to force the error at the breakdown. Marys will be desperate to try and get him some good ball. Jack Halpin, unbelievably good finisher, very athletic. Unfortunately for him, the only ball he's had really is running back kicks, and the Blackrock kick chase has been excellent.
And you see he scored the try after only 12 seconds or thereabouts against CBC Monks on a real Mac Hansen effort straight off the kickoff. Took it high above his head. 2 tries in round 1 against Wesley as well for Jack Halpin.
2 seconds. Don't dummy. Don't dummy at the back. Just happened because I got a hit on it. 100%. There's a couple of times there.
Just that Killian Jacobs penalty to show for their effort so far after 3.5 minutes.
With the ball carrier? Tackle. Well, there.
Dirk's diving in, shoulder first.
Same for you lads down here, okay?
Quarter-final a couple of seasons ago, St Mary's beaten in a high-scoring game against Gonzaga, 34 points to 21, and met the same opponents 12 months ago in the quarter-final when they lost 34-28. As I mentioned, somewhat surprisingly, haven't made it to a final since 2008.
All right.
2018, the last time these two sides came together in a semi-final match. Blackrock won that reasonably comfortably, comprehensively, 42 points to 15.
So accidentally offside. Okay, scrum Blackrock.
Let's go on sport. Nice and low.
Sorry. Oops, sorry, lads. Sorry.
Let's go, Tiller. Let's go.
So you just open your shoulder up, you're getting the gap.
Opening fine voice for well over an hour at this stage, in early to cheer on their team, and maybe a little bit disappointed that they don't have more on the board. St Mary's, they've had a couple of opportunities.
Wait. Hang on. Okay, you lads need to take the hit. Let's hold the push.
Yeah, the last scrum Blackrock had, they really got a nudge on. Obviously, you can only push a metre and a half at this level, but it can be so effective in terms of taking the back rows out of the game and giving your backs an easier chance of a line break. It'll be interesting here if they get it up on the left-hand side and just take away the angle from Liam O'Flaherty and Aaron O'Brien. They're stacking Walsh. Looks like it could be 9-12, but lots of different runners out the back.
Wait. Lads, get your head. Okay. Lads, get the head in. What was the issue there? Lads, let's have a bit more space down on the gap, okay? A bit more space.
He's been quite patient here, Robbie Jenkinson. His patience wears thin. He spotted a knee to the ground.
Yeah, a huge amount of... We haven't really seen much of that in this cup campaign, where penalties at scrum time, but as you said, his patience ran thin there. Neither front rows applying the call process that he's implementing, and obviously Mary's frustrated them a little bit, and Blackrock get a chance now. First liner they've had in this area of the field.
Numbers, lads.
And we know their maul's a big weapon.
A little over 5 minutes to half-time. It's absolutely imperative that St Mary's defend this well and they get the opportunity. Again, the line-out doesn't go exactly to plan.
Advantage over.
Kick won't find touch. It stays in field over on that far side. It's picked up again by Derry Maloney. Then he goes to Michael Walsh. There's that aggressive defence. Brilliant work. Patrick Power this time heavily involved, and they've tackled superbly. James Malloy in there, spills it loose. Tackle or release was the cry, and Jacobs nearly got a boot on it, but then it almost presents itself for Charlie Woodcock.
Yeah, and eventually the penalties were sealing off. Just when Woodcock took it into contact, the body position of the first arrival from Blackrock was poor, but it comes from St. Mary's really putting pressure on. You see here, I think it's the 10, yeah, just comes off his feet, kills the clean out possibility there. And the penalties against Conor O'Shaughnessy, but credit to St. Mary, massive hit from Patrick Power, and his teammates are just tearing into Blackrock at every opportunity. They're not as big physically, but they're 100% committed to this and actually winning most of the collisions, to be fair to them. But you feel they just need to score before half-time.
Yeah,
and it's a great opportunity. They have their delivery from the line hasn't been as good as they want to be. I think they want to get into this back channel. They've got Aaron O'Brien out in the back line again, going for a 5-man, 5+1.
Communication needs to be clear. Huge noise, and again, that's brilliant defensive work from Blackrock and Donnchadh Maguire. Wrestling match for it now. Max Egan doesn't want to give up that fight, but Lindner has it back, and it's another opportunity or a half chance that goes a begging for St. Mary's. Off set piece that doesn't go their way. Josh Kelly. Oh, look at that kick. Puts Blackrock in a tight spot. Chase is good. That's a massive gain of ground, really.
Yeah, brilliant kick by Josh Kelly. I thought he maybe kicked it a little bit early. There was a chance to run it back, but he felt he could find grass in behind, and he did. And they go back to having a line out the far side, nearly in the same position they were in. But look at the front is free for them, and I just think they need possession now. Take it at the front and make do with it. You've got enough players in their back line who can make things happen, but they're trying to win that ball off the middle and back, and that's where Blackrock are defending, or certainly were on the last 5 man. I think St. Mary's are going to a full line out now. No, 6 man.
6 calls. Okay, you're good.
Yes, do they show the requisite adaptability? Okay, yeah. Something's not exactly working. Do they maintain it? And they're giving away possession. It's an absolutely brilliant take, don't get me wrong, by Donnchadh Maguire, but they've had plenty of looks at that throw, Blackrock.
Yeah, but you can't double down. You lose possession, but now they've given away a penalty for not rolling away. But brilliant read. They really have done their homework in the St. Mary's line out. Donnchadh Maguire goes up and intercepts that.
Yeah.
But again, I think the coaching staff at half-time for St. Mary's just take the ball wherever it's on. We'll make do with it, because you're just letting Blackrock get confidence. Like, that's a good throw. It's just well read by Blackrock.
Those two elements of the game are working in tandem, while they're not maybe counter-attacking as much as they may have to at some stage in the game. St. Mary's, when they're kicking the ball long, they're not getting the ball back easily off Blackrock, and even on their own throat, they've copped up 3 or 4 in 35 minutes. What they can't afford to do, Mary's, is allow Blackrock in for 5 or 7 here. Totally change the complexion of the game going in at half-time, and Blackrock well capable of turning the screw in these big moments in the game. Still, the big tackles keep coming in from St. Mary's. Full credit to them defensively for how hard they're working, how abrasive they've been. And now Jack O'Neill. Smith now for the line, takes 3 to stop him and repel the danger. Blackrock very close to a 3rd try here right before half-time. All hands to the pump for St. Mary's. Defending with their lives. Now short, or are they held up? Can they get the ball to the ground? The referee is there to see it roll off a boot, and it is that man Niall Smith who comes up with the ball, and another big try in a crucial stage.
Yeah, again, Route 1 stuff here. Cut the ball in front of the line out. Angelo broke away, and then once you get into this zone, ruthless. Previously they went to the wit after 3 or 4 phases. Here they have the penalty advantage, and it's the big tight end prop, who's such a key man for him. Really mobile, really powerful in the close-in quarters, and just there he gets down and over the line on a penalty advantage, and he enjoyed that. Again, just before half-time. And it all started with 2 set pieces in the opposition half that just Mary's probably didn't pick the right option. And back-to-back possessions for Blackrock. They certainly punish him.
There, lads.
Clock into the red, so this is the last action of the opening half. Responsibility falls to Conor O'Shaughnessy to eke out a further 2 points, and it's a massive 7-pointer right on the stroke of half-time. Mary's in possession, turned it over, gave away the penalty, offered up the field position, but full credit to Blackrock. They punished them, and it's 3 tries for Blackrock in the opening 35 minutes. Just that solitary penalty for St Mary's, and it all started as quickly as 18 seconds for Charlie Maloney, but it's Black.
Now they've given St Mary's a real score to chase, and you think Mary's are going to have to change up their game plan. They probably can't kicking ball away from. They're going to have to run, which actually would suit them, I think.
Okay.
No second chances. It's a semi-final. You've got to roll the dice, a little bit of risk and reward. Take the fight to Blackrock. Got to offer something a little bit different. That's unorthodox. Caught full on the volley and thumped back into the middle of the pitch, and set up here for St Mary's and Andrew Strong. Paul Neary pulls it back into the possession of Moynihan, and away they go. They find space. Hopkins through the gears. It's Jack Halpin, rather. Halpin for the line. Brilliant try, and it's exactly what St Mary's needed.
Oh, what a brilliant, again from the kickoff, really. Both kickoffs have given teams trouble. The first one in the first half and the first one in the second half, and really unorthodox. You said Blackrock fly hacked it, and from there David Leanne set up possession, and he got into a lovely little shape of 10, and they brought him into the game. We said we got to get him onto the ball in the first half, just to pull it out the back, and then it's Moynihan going across, and his left winger Jack Halpin, so much speed, working off his wing, and once he gets in behind you, it's going to be so difficult. Really good scrambling from Blackrock, but that's going to give St Mary's such a boost. Under the post as well, so conversion is good.
No mistake from Killian Jacobs, and that is absolutely what St Mary's would have spoken about in that huddle just seconds ago at halftime.
They have the firepower, they just gotta use it. I'd be keeping the ball in hand a lot more. They gotta give it a kick off. Good tidy up there from the hooker, Jacobs. No, disaster.
Okay, easy up.
Jack O'Neill over the ball. He wins the turnover.
Holding. Yeah. Time off, injury here.
Be interesting what Mary Blackrock do here. Do they take the points, just start to build the score again, or do they go into the corner and trust that forward power to score 5 or 7?
That keeps running. I have it stopped, okay?
There's that kick in field, but just
yeah, just didn't get set after that properly. Fairness, Mary's are happy to go deep up the next phase to go forward. They're happy to try and bring Black up a little further. But then you have Moynihan, such a danger man. Everyone's eyes are on him, and then he brings the speedster into it. Phenomenal finish.
4 tries in 3 games for Jack Halpin, 2 against Wesley in round 1, and as we mentioned, 1 after 12 seconds against CBC Monkstown, and 1 within 90 seconds of the restart in the second half here.
So what are you doing yet?
Yeah, I was talking to Kieran Maloney, the St Mary's coach, and he said that Halpin is one of the fastest players he's ever worked with at school level, and an outstanding sprinter.
They've got to be adventurous and aggressive and take the game to Blackrock. There's also, they've got to balance that with a little bit of smarts as well. Rather cheap penalty to give away straight away, having scored and got themselves right back to within 9 points.
And Blackrock 10, Conor O'Shaughnessy's just getting a bit of treatment. He's
Are you okay?
limping quite gingerly on his left ankle.
You sure? Okay.
So they'll put this into the Mary's 22, turned on the opportunity for 3.
Sorry, it's Maloney actually, the fullback. That's a good kick from O'Shaughnessy.
Where's at the front, yeah? There you go. 6.
So what a reply this would be for Blackrock if they can nullify that 7-pointer from Halpin just seconds ago, and relying on the ballast and the power of their forward packets. O'Neill leading the charge, and Pollard in behind him. They're getting closer and closer. Tommy Butler fancies a charge. And he's got close, and he's got close enough. Referee in a good position, and they've hit back almost immediately.
Yeah, he's been a real nuisance on the St. Mary's throw, but just in there, showing that power that he has. And in fairness, really well built maul to start, and he thought they were going to just rumble the way over, but St. Mary's managed to get in between it and through it. You see here now in a second, and it goes to ground, and probably needed to turn that over, make it unplayable, because you always fancy Blackrock from this range now, that they're just going to bring that patience and not let you off the hook. And brilliant carry from him. He just ducks back inside. 3 Mary's men are trying to hit him and gets the ball down.
That's a good looking strike. That's a perfect contact. Brilliant conversion. Huge level of difficulty. 26 points to 10.
Yeah, but once again, it's just not being able to deal with that restart. Ball bobbled in the air from Mary's, and Killian Jacobs was isolated on the ground, and from there Brock into the corner and punish him. So again, what can Mary's do to get back into this game? 16 points is quite a lot.
Yeah. They've got to maintain that belief that they can score tries. The kind of form that Blackrock are in this afternoon, they're probably going to have to score at least 3 or 4 more.
I mean, that's out in the full, so they're going to get a chance straight away. Again, this is Blackrock not dealing with the kick-off well. They did with the first part of it right, but pass the ball back from outside the 22 into the 22 and then kick out in the full.
Brand to the front. Lads, here you go. Lads, on your front man.
So they've got to get this right.
You receiver?
Too many times in the opening half they coughed up possession from
See, the front is free there. You got 3 against 2. Come back into that space. He's so powerful. The 7 from Blackrock. He's a real groundhog, but when he gets the ball in open field, Jack O'Neill's
low
really dangerous runner.
Low centre of gravity, difficult to stop, gets through the gears pretty quickly. Charlie Woodcock takes it to ground. Straight in front of the referee. It's another cheap penalty, isn't it? Aaron O'Brien's not going to get away with that.
Legal first of all, not the second time. Hands in the row.
Frustrating. You're one of Tally's men. You want to have a big impact on the game. You know you need the ball to score quickly, and just doesn't listen to the referee's instructions.
So Jack Pollard can block Blackrock, take advantage where Mary's have lost their line out really, and it's costing them dearly.
Rock, you open up. You open up to me there. Stay where you are, 6. Stay here.
Very nicely done. Sacked legally. Blackrock peel away. Lindner. Donegan Maguire. Again, he gets the better of Patrick Power this time with a strong carry again. Second row pairing functioning really, really well. Wrestling it free and using his power is Niall Smith. Lindner again on that short pass to Michael Walsh on the blind side flank, and numbers to the left-hand side. O'Shaughnessy pulls it back to Mark Walsh.
Never on the ball. Back foot, Blue.
Lindner once more. There's intent and power in these Blackrock carries.
Yeah, they're starting to get in the front foot, aren't they? Just getting 1.5 meters past contact.
No, ball's there.
Whereas in the first half they were getting met man and ball, and just now they're starting to throw little passes in contact, before contact. Paddy Moore now in a charge. But this he gets hit.
It's energy sapping from a St Mary's point of view to try and maintain this level of defence and aggression over the entire game, but they've won the little joist this time.
Yeah, they needed Moynihan. Moynihan, their captain.
Second in, never used. Nice ball.
They lost 5 or 6 phases in a row in terms of the gain line, but he gets in there on Paddy Moore, just double tackle, steps in there, one man low, he stays on the ball, looking at the referee, communicating with him. Once the referee calls maul, happy to make sure that that ball doesn't go there. So that was a huge moment from St. Mary's. Mary's concede there, it's all over.
Stay square, shoulders in. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Well, referee rules in favour of St. Mary's this time. Again, they're under pressure, that front row from the power of Blackrock. They get the decision on this occasion and got to manufacture something pretty quickly.
Yeah, you just got looking at a few substitutions.
There's plenty of activity down there for sure. 2 or 3 stripped and ready to come in.
Yeah, James Gannon, Joseph Crystal, and Dermot O'Shea are coming on. But are they coming on with messages from the coaching staff of where that ball is free in the line out? And then can they implement it?
Dermot O'Shea ready to go. Now this one they've won it. What can they do with it? Again, they go with that little bit of depth. This time it's a switch from Hopkins to Moynihan, and away he goes. Possesses a really good kicking game as well. It's on the bounce, the little dab through. It's been snaffled up somehow by Maloney. It looked to be on the toe of one of the advancing Mary's players. That's really important from the Blackrock winger.
Wait, 4. Okay,
kick screwed in field. Can they find space and an opportunity? Josh Kelly doesn't get too far. Strong now with options to his left-hand side, but runs into a huge tackle. Niall Smith, the wrong player to run into at that angle. Scrum half will have felt that one.
Inside.
Jacobs, back he goes to Neary. Didn't get a hold of his kick as he would have liked, and it's a brilliant take by O'Flaherty. O'Flaherty stopped 5 metres shy of that St. Mary's 22, and they're it's lost forward just by Lindner.
No 6, no 6. Take him back.
Loose, Moynihan in a spot of bother here. He has to remain composed and helped out by his fly half.
Yeah, in fairness, off that turnover, they're looking to play, but unfortunately for St. Mary's, just that pass from O'Brien doesn't connect with Moynihan. But we saw Moynihan off last set piece launch. Look at how dangerous he is. Possibly could have kept it in hand, but looks for that space in the backfield. Just for a second here, it looks like the bounce is going to hurt Derry Maloney, but he was brilliantly on the ground. And in fairness to Blackrock, they exited very well after that.
2. No, hang on. That's Mary's. There you go.
This time it's loose from Blackrock, but well snaffled up by O'Shaughnessy. Speed of thought and hand, and they have the opportunity to launch the likes of Maguire. Quicker ball around the corner comes Michael Walsh, and he breaks that first tackle.
Tackle release!
And he gets to ground, crucially. Butler in position. Angelo too. Smith also. Again, he attracts 2 or 3 Mary's players. Jack O'Neill, good line speed again in defence from St. Mary's, still giving it full throttle to try and live and stay with Blackrock. 16-point advantage, 47th minute. Good tackle from David Lean on Jack O'Neill. A little bit of variation out the back potentially for Blackrock as they go to Mark Walsh. Takes it straight up the middle, and they reload again. And it's relentless now from Blackrock. They're coming from all angles. Pollard has a go. Those little inviting passes from the scrum half. Lindner just tempting Jack O'Neill forward.
Tackle for.
Knee on the ground. Tackler release says Jenkinson, the referee, and they go to Maloney. Seems to have shaken off the effects of that knock he took a while ago. Paddy Moore, next cab off the rank, and they just keep coming in those blue and white shirts. And almost inevitably you feel that Niall Smith will find a way through. He's pretty much unstoppable in that situation.
Yeah, there's such a well-oiled machine, aren't they? Every phase there, 13, 14 phases. Never really looks like Mary's are going to disrupt that breakdown. And, you know, once they didn't get that ball back from the line-out, there just was a little bit of skew. They were always on the back foot, and they're putting their bodies on line. Massive defensive effort, but just phase after phase. Paddy Moore with a good carry. They put 2 in the breakdown there, and just tired bodies at this stage. And the big tight head just breaks against the grain, goes back down the blind side, and he has the power to get over.
Makes it work for Jesus.
He's so destructive, isn't he? He takes on 3 big players there, Killian Jacobs among them, and he manages to barrel his way over. Albert Lindner called ashore for Blackrock as his fly-half partner Conor O'Shaughnessy takes aim again. Similar angle, same result. He's kicked brilliantly today.
Yeah, he's a brilliant goal kicker and very good player overall. And it's a huge task now for St Mary's. 33 points to 10 down.
Luke Coffey is in place of Albert Lindner at scrum half.
Same again.
Just shows you how good Blackrock have been, because Mary's have put in a huge effort defensively, but just can't deal with this relentless power game from Blackrock.
Good contest.
A good take as well.
Back foot, Marys.
Yeah, they're very, very strong. Relentless is the word. It's almost one-paced pressure, but it's all the time.
Play the ball.
Putting the squeeze in every
Don't play
area
it
of the
to
field.
floor. Use it.
First look at Luke Coffey. Josh Kelly, no way through. Tommy Butler. Rock continue to come off the line at pace and make life difficult. Joseph Crystal trying to carry through on the bounce. Is there anything in it for Mary's? They need a little bit of good fortune.
Take it back.
Again, they elect to kick.
Yeah, he knows that, never mind. And just when you get that ball back from a little chip like that, obviously there may be space in the backfield. On that occasion there wasn't, but there was certainly space to keep it in hand. I definitely think the message from Mary's coaches will be kick less and run more, because when they run, they have certainly the capacity to hurt Blackrock. Obviously, unlikely they're going to get back into the lead here, but they certainly have a chance of making this game competitive again.
Just take that, thank you.
Taken at the front by Max Egan. Certainly the timing of that try from Tommy Butler coming as quick as it did after the Jack Halpin score early in the second half took the wind out of the sails of this St Mary's team. Jack Pollard poaching over the ball, couldn't quite get his hands on it. And again, they're just kicking downfield. That appeared to be knocked on. Just for a second, Charlie Maloney thought he might have got away with that.
So one of the rare errors in the backfield, in fairness. Charlie Maloney, Derry Maloney and Brian Flaherty have really covered that space well. But just this time, little knock on. I think it's quite harsh, to be fair.
Yeah, maybe as a case, he was certainly pleading it to the referee. I think so far Justin Vanstone and his coaching staff will be really, really pleased with the effort and application from Blackrock right across the board.
Boys. Set. Hold rock. Stay down.
Aaron O'Brien leaves it for Strong. We haven't really seen Aaron O'Brien as Mary's would have liked and expected and anticipated this afternoon. The more ball he sees in hand, the more opportunity they have.
No.
Halpin.
Okay, that's
Max Egan.
Oh, well done, Maxie. Oh,
It's okay,
lost it.
strip, play on. No, strip.
Half ripped by Charlie Woodcock, who stuck to the task, to be fair, against the bigger player,
Stay here.
Crystal. Strong gets it into the hands of O'Brien. He's quickly met on the gain line with a strong challenge again. His card has been well marked all afternoon. David Lean. Crystal available again.
Clear release.
Jack O'Neill has had a good strong game on and wants to go quickly. Referee will call him back.
Clear release on tackle on the floor.
Yeah, a little bit better for Mary's.
Stripped on the floor.
Just getting some phases, some good carries. I think the bench have given him a bit of an impact.
I wasn't watching that one, I didn't see that one.
Joseph Crystal and James Gannon carrying the ball.
Marys. We're going now. Lads.
Three players coming into the fray for St Mary's. Alexander Crowley, Ethan Kenny and Matthew Morrissey introduced. 54 minutes in. Disappointment on the face of Andrew Strong. Now then, what can Mary's manufacture here? Peel around the front and they've a good powerful surge there. Stopped 4 meters short. Crawley waits instead. It's Joseph Crystal who takes charge of things. He has had a good impact. Aaron O'Brien. Jacobs. They're being met with stern Blackrock resistance here, 5 meters out from their own try line, giving up nothing easy, despite the margin of the scoreline. Still fighting for every single ball.
Yeah, I think Mary's have spent so much energy trying to defend that Blackrock onslaught and just didn't have the same juice in their legs there to get to the ball carrier quickly enough. You always felt the jackal turnover was likely, wasn't it?
I explained it. He's back here. 10, back here.
Fully committed.
Sorry? No.
St Mary's in defence in the first half, in particular, energy sapping stuff to try and live with Blackrock, and takes its toll at the other end then when the opportunity does arrive. Jeff Wall is coming in wearing number 19 for Blackrock.
Good.
Tommy Butler has gone off. The 2 second rows have been excellent. It's been a big feature of the game, that line-out.
Last numbers.
Yeah, both teams throw in. It's been excellent, really well drilled. Quality calling, quality throw,
Ball.
and then delivery off the back.
Don't change 18.
Kirsten Point, another really strong take by Donegal Maguire.
That's one. Wait, Marys. Wait.
Kenny thumps it in field, and that can be a dangerous game to play at this stage of the affair when you've got players like Charlie Maloney around. Fancied his chances there, and they do have numbers to the left-hand side. He's played superbly today, Donegal Maguire. And here's the new man in, Jeff Wall. Coffey, short one this time to Paddy Moore. Jack Angelo. A little over 15 minutes away from leading his side to an RDS St Patrick's Day final against St Michael's. Jack Angelo in the back row.
Tackle release now, 6.
Coffey once more. His older brother, of course, is Captain Blackrock in a Senior Cup final. It's nice hands and beautiful play, and it creates the space. A lovely step and a beautiful try. Derry Maloney with his second of the afternoon, a 6 for Blackrock, and that's very, very easy on the eye.
Yeah, lovely build up to that, really patient. Just narrowed that St Mary's defence, who are tired, to be fair. Look a little bit shell-shocked at the moment, and then bang. Ball at the back from Walsh. They're shocked to see. What a step, in fairness. They had a 3-man overlap, but Derry Maloney doesn't need to pass. He just has the the speed and evasion to score a brilliant try. And yeah, this game has got out of Mary's grasp pretty quickly.
Blackrock go to the bench and afford opportunities for the likes of Paddy Clancy and Brian Walsh, who come in. Jack O'Neill and Charlie Maloney off, job done. Thoughts will turn pretty quickly, if not immediately, to yet another final, a third in a row. Lovely strike.
Real statement from Blackrock today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably their best performance in the competition, best I've seen anyway. And just, this is a good Mary side, but they're making them look very average.
22.
Yeah, that's the point. It's the scoreline reflects the performance, but St Mary's are a quality side. Blackrock have had to play exceptionally well in every single facet of the game. It's been an all-court performance to get to 40 points.
I've got 23 gone there in the half. Okay, so about 12 left.
Aaron O'Brien just getting a bit of tape on his boot over here on the left-hand side. They've shut him down. We know he's such a dangerous ball carrier, but every time he's tried to carry, he's been hit by 2 or 3 men, and have certainly negated his influence.
And that's often the point. You reach midway point of the second half, it's a 30-point game, and you're wondering why the likes of Aaron O'Brien and Evan Moynihan, Zach Hopkins, Jack Halpin have had few opportunities. It's the quality of their performance across the board, and Justin Vanstone will be delighted with that.
Yeah, defensively, like, this is a dangerous Mary's team, and Blackrock have looked really assured. There's only that one opportunity for Jack Halpin that they showed a little bit of weakness, but in general they've been incredibly well organised.
Even that in itself was off unstructured, kind of broken field play from that kick. So can they put some points on the board in the second half of the second half, where St Mary's used their bench and try and get something out of the fresh legs, having given so much in the defensive effort. Not a huge amount left in the tank. Seems to be plenty left for Blackrock, though. Charlie Woodcock's played well on both sides of the ball today. A live wire, making some big tackles. Niall Smith, always very prominent. Couple of tries for him again today, 2 against Ross Cray the last day. Paddy Moore. Coffey. Clancy getting involved.
No, 19, no.
Clancy once more. Shaughnessy swallowed up and in danger of being turned over, but it's a decent clear out. Again, it's Woodcock in there in the thick of things. Clancy can't quite get away. Coffey again. Here he is, Smith. Scragged by Dermot O'Shea this time. Oh, was that forward into the hands of O'Shaughnessy? If not, it's another try. Cantering in for his hat-trick is Derry Maloney.
Paddy Clancy's really come on and lit up this game. Looks really lively. His father, Willie Clancy, was a great Lansdowne stalwart, but just he's the one who gives that little out-the-back offload. But it's his work rate off the ball to get the second touches. This is O'Halpin on this is Smith on the charger initially, and then just from here, out the back. Look at that lovely little wraparound out the back pass to Conor O'Shaughnessy, and again it's Derry Maloney in. But Blackrock haven't missed a beat. They brought on a lot of their bench, but it's the same thing, just really detailed in what they're doing, really executing every single play and not really giving St Mary's any ins into the game.
It's been pretty much flawless, you'd have to say. Change of kicker, no change in results. Strength in depth all across the board, this Blackrock side. It's a big marker looking ahead to the final. What a final it promises to be. That's a huge score to put up in a semi-final against a side who scored 98 points in their opening 2 rounds, St Mary's, and scored 15 tries. They have not had a look in, even when they did manage to get it back to 19 points to 8, which feels like a long time ago now. It was almost immediately snuffed out with that Tommy Butler try. And they've added 3 more since then.
The scoreline doesn't reflect it. This is a very good Mary's team, and that's why it's probably even so impressive what Blackrock have done to them. But the Mary lads can hold their head up high after this, because some of the rugby they played in the schools competition and during the year has been exceptional.
Full of talented players, none more so than Evan Moynihan, who's had 3 tilts at the Senior Cup. This is last year, the captain. No doubt not the last we'll see of him. Big future ahead for so many of these players now.
Yeah, he's a top-class player. Great leader. As you say, he's been massive for them over the last 3 years, and the Junior Cup before that. And certainly I know that the Leinster Academy players over there, and you know, Wesley, he'd be one of those in a couple of years, you'd imagine.
A flurry of changes for St Mary's. And there's that pattern again. It's just one of the aspects of the game where their strengths have been negated by Blackrock, who've played so physically, so fast, but really, really smart as well. Big tackle goes in on Clancy. Josh Kelly, and immediately he's under pressure from O'Flaherty.
No, he's only got one hand on back foot.
Did well to get that back, to be fair.
Aaron O'Brien goes to ground and Blackrock over the ball. And they get the penalty. Thoughts of going quickly for Maloney. 3 tries to the good for him in a semi-final already.
Yeah, but their work rate hasn't stopped, has it? Just a big kick downfield from replacement Paddy Clancy, and then the kick chase, just trapping the St Mary's in the backfield. Thought they were lucky enough to get away with the first one.
Yeah, it's good.
But they played one more phase, and that after that, Blackrock got after. That's a brilliant kick by Clancy into the corner, 5 metres out. And
Mary's, have the line.
it's desperate for Mary's. They're so far behind. They want to be down the other end, trying to score a couple of tries. Now they're defending a line-up maul.
Yeah, it's a little bit demoralising because, as you said, Blackrock have not given up an inch. They're, if anything, growing stronger and finding space, and it's a canter in on the far side off quick hands for a finish for Brian O'Flaherty, who deserves that try.
Yeah, and again, just really good, smart play. They take the ball down and drive it, and as soon as St Mary's put an extra body in there, just leave themselves short on the blind side, Paddy Clancy calls it, soft hands. Just see here, Mary's are desperate to stop this. They want the ball back. Just get caught a little bit light on the left-hand side, and the communication between Luke Coffey, Paddy Clancy, and then his winger, Brian O'Flaherty, who's had a big game, gets his try.
When you break it down in the last 20 minutes, how well some of those players that you mentioned have done coming in. Luke Coffey, Paddy Clancy in particular. Massive strength and depth.
Yeah, the line-out was one just in front of us here from Jeff Wall, you know, replacement second row. Continuing on the pressure that Tommy Butler and Duncan Maguire put on St Mary's throw when they were on the field.
Oh my goodness me, that is exquisite. Beautiful strike.
Babyface assassin, he's a quality player.
Yeah.
Great kick.
The launch, and also the little flick out the back for the Jerry Maloney try as well. He's a talented all-rounder by the looks of it, Paddy Clancy. And we'll still look for something here, St Mary's, but really, in truth, the final whistle can't come soon enough. They've had a brilliant cup campaign, and As Bernard says, the scoreline here is not doing them justice to the talent that they have, and you would not begrudge Evan Moynihan and his players a try from this line-out, maybe just to finish off the afternoon. Huge disappointment for them, no doubt. Quite a few players will be back for another tilt, but it's the end of the road for some of Zach Hopkins, Jack Halpin, Evan Moynihan and others. Difficult day. They'll go to Sean Thornton here and around the front. O'Brien.
Ball's out, play.
Get her on as far as Gannon. Still the tackles come in. 67th
Big space
minute.
here in the. Oh, it's not going to die. It's going to bounce to him. Is it Halpin?
Crossfield kick might yet work out. Players arriving in support, but straight away there's two Blackrock players there. Halpin didn't have the requisite support. Again, those big tackles keep coming in. Absolutely no way through for Alexander Crawley. Put to ground in no uncertain terms. Picked off here by McGee. Turnover ball.
Advantage over.
Well, we blamed the conditions a lot yesterday. Maybe it was the sunlight in the eyes of Josh Kelly there. Unfortunate to spill it forward, and disappointing afternoon for a talented young player there at fullback for St Mary's.
Yeah, look, he's had to cover a lot of ground because of the way Mary's have had to defend. So much possession. He's been back and forth, right to left in the backfield, and has tried to give them a little bit of go forward with his counter-attacks, but just there, I think he does lose the ball in the sun, and it's a desperate end to what's been a great season for St Mary's.
Start with him, thank you.
It's going to be some final, Connor.
It really is, yep. I was just thinking that difficult to get a massive read on St Michael's yesterday, other than the fact they coped with wretched conditions really, really well and looked so strong. But we've seen every facet of Blackrock today.
Yeah, look, I think it was very difficult for Mary's and Gonzaga to show what they can do in the conditions yesterday, and I thought St Michael's implemented their game plan to perfection. Just took away all the threats that Gonzaga had, and they'll do the same. They'll try and do the same to Blackrock. This is a very impressive performance from Blackrock, and they've certainly bounced back from what I'd say they felt was a disappointing performance against Ross Gray, and Ross Gray deserve massive credit, but have shown all kinds of different weapons that they have in their armory, and even off the bench that's been part of it as well. Some really impressive performances off the bench, and it's going to be a hell of a final.
And still going to the final minute, and still finding and probing and looking for gaps. Paddy Clancy's had a brilliant 20 minutes or so, and frustration for Evan Moynihan.
Yeah, he's trying to get in that pass to challenge. Oh no, yellow card. Nice bit of sportsmanship from Evan Moynihan there.
Yep.
Shaking hands with Robbie Jenkinson.
Look at that for a kick. That's absolutely huge again.
No. Standing in touch.
He's been superb.
Take the edge. Thank you.
May well be the final player too. McGuire available. It was aimed towards him, towards the back, seals over the heads of everyone, into the hands of Killian Jacobs. Into touch over on that far side. Referee happy that there is a further play, or is there?
Full time.
No, that's full time. So the second semi-final draws to a close.